time. It's a concept that can be measured in fleeting seconds or stretched across generations. Yet its true value often remains elusive until it's irrevocably gone. From the moment the human body is born, it begins its journey towards its end, a truth often overlooked, sometimes hastened, sometimes delayed, but always in motion. How many seconds do we squander caught in the trivial currents of daily life, adrift from the profound goals, aspirations, and passions that stir within us? How many days conclude with the hollow realization that nothing we set out to achieve was even touched? The wisdom, often whispered by those who have truly lived, is to anchor yourself to your purpose. Jot down those goals, however small, each and every day. For to accomplish even two small things is to do more than merely exist. It is to live, to breathe life into your dreams. Spend time honing yourself, delve into books, explore the unknown, research new frontiers, and truly live. Do the things you've only dared to dream. That, they say, is the essence of existence. On a tombstone, 2 dates bracket a single, powerful symbol, a dash. The date of birth on the left, the date of death on the right. But it is that unassuming dash in the middle that holds the universe. That dash represents the entirety of a life, the impact made, the lives touched, the legacy forged, immutable and unforgettable. To live for that dash is to remember your why. Not the why of inaction, but the why that propels you from bed each morning. The why that pushes you beyond the brink of exhaustion. The why that compels you to accomplish, to create, to be. That dash is the relentless force that drives you forward.
Jeremiah Bishop's dash began on December 15, 1956, in the vibrant, sometimes gritty, heart of Camden, New Jersey. Born to Joseph and Renee Bishop, his early years were filled with the warmth of a loving home, the chaotic symphony of city life, and the private wilds of Kira. He was a bright boy, quick to smile and even quicker to observe the world around him. Then time, an indifferent and cruel master, tightened its grip. Just shy of his 7th birthday, as the festive anticipation of Christmas intertwined with birthday wishes, Jeremiah's world shattered. He was in the back seat, his parents in the front, on their way to celebrate with his grandparents. A sudden screech of tires, a jarring impact, a cacophony of shattering metal and glass, and then silence. A profound, chilling silence that swallowed the joyous anticipation of moments before. When the dust settled and the sirens wailed, Jeremiah emerged physically unharmed, but irrevocably changed. His parents, Joseph and Renee, were gone. Just like that, the loving foundation of his early years evaporated into the cold, stark reality of loss. From the wreckage of his shattered childhood, Jeremiah was taken in by his grandparents. Their home offered a temporary haven, a soft landing spot in a world that suddenly turned sharp and unforgiving. They were kind, gentle souls, offering what comfort they could. But the cruelty of time wasn't finished. 10 months into his stay, his grandmother, his new anchor, passed away. A month later, his grandfather followed. By the age of 8, Jeremiah was an orphan twice over, a small boy adrift in a sea of grief and uncertainty. The foster system became his reluctant home. For the next 3 years, he bounced between different families, each a fleeting stop on a journey without a clear destination. With the first 2, the friction was between him and the foster parents, a clash of personalities, a mismatch of expectations. He was a quiet, observant child, carrying an invisible weight of loss that few Ray understood. With the third family, the challenge was the other children she shove. She could not lie Santa place in existing dynamics. Each move was another reminder of his displacement, another reinforcement of the idea that stability was a luxury he couldn't afford. The concept of home became less a place and more a wistful, distant memory.
When Jeremiah turned 11, a new chapter, unforeseen and transformative, began. He was placed with a family who, shortly after his arrival, made the decision to relocate to Dayton, Ohio. The move was monumental, a stark contrast to the dense urban landscape of Camden. Dayton was different, more open, more green. A place where the sky seemed vast and the pace of life felt slower. It was, as he would often reflect, like moving from the hood of Camden, NJ, to something resembling country. This new environment, while initially alienating, slowly began to offer a different kind of freedom, a space where he could breathe, and perhaps, finally, dream. The next 6 years in Dayton were a period of quiet introspection and burgeoning aspirations. The ache of his early losses remained, a dull throb beneath the surface, but the new landscape offered fresh perspectives. He saw sprawling fields, endless skies, and, crucially, the annual Dayton Air Show. It was here, amidst the roar of jet engines and the graceful arcs of aircraft against the blue, that a new fascination took root. The spectacle was mesmerizing. He watched the pilots, these seemingly superhuman figures, commanding colossal machines with precision and artistry. He began to entertain a new dream, to become a pilot. Yet the ghost of his past, the memory of that terrible car accident, always lingered. It imbued him with a deep-seated desire to help, to intervene, to save lives. He heard the stories of the crash, the helplessness, and he yearned to be in a position where he could make a difference, to be the one who could heal. This innate drive pulled him towards another path: medicine. For years he wrestled with these two powerful, seemingly divergent ambitions. Would he be a healer of bodies, or a conqueror of the skies? At 18, Jeremiah made his choice, a decision that would surprisingly weave both threads of his ambition into a singular, remarkable tapestry. He enlisted in the Air Force as a pragmatic step towards learning to fly. But the Air Force, in its vastness, offered him more. He started not in the cockpit, but as a medic, assigned to planes that retrieved wounded soldiers from the battlefields. This experience was profound. He saw the raw vulnerability of the human body, the devastating consequences of trauma, and incredible resilience of human spirits. He learned invaluable lessons in emergency medicine, in triage, in the simple, profound act of caring for another human being in their most desperate hour.
While his hands were busy with bandages and life-saving interventions, his eyes were on the pilots, the navigators, the ground crew, the meticulous orchestra that kept the plane soaring. He absorbed every detail, every command, every subtle shift of control. In his off hours, he found a kindred spirit in a fellow airman, a seasoned pilot who saw the glint of genuine passion in Jeremiah's eyes. This friend, seeing his dedication and intelligence, generously began teaching him the intricacies of flight, sharing the secrets of the skies that Jeremiah so desperately yearned to master. The Air Force became his university, a rigorous and unconventional education where the operating room could be a cargo bay and the classroom a cockpit. He mastered both disciplines, becoming an anomaly, a highly skilled medic with an innate talent for aviation. When his service concluded, Jeremiah pursued his medical degree with the same relentless determination he had applied to flying. He became a doctor, but unlike many, he never let go of the skies. Today, at the age of 65, Jeremiah Bishop is a living embodiment of the dash. He owns a sturdy, well-maintained plane, a vessel not of leisure, but of purpose. He flies it
act not for thrill, but from island to island across vast expanses of ocean, to remote communities where medical care is a luxury, doctors a distant dream. In these isolated corners of the world, Jeremiah is a lifeline. He sets up makeshift clinics, treats the sick, delivers babies, sutures wounds, and dispenses wisdom. He is the doctor, the pilot, the healer, and the hope.
His life is a testament to the power of that dash. From the ashes of profound loss, he didn't just survive, he lived. He transformed tragedy into empathy, curiosity into skill, and dual passions into a singular mission. He built a legacy not of monuments or riches, but of countless lives touched, sickness eased, and hope rekindled in forgotten places. Every flight, every diagnosis, every healing hand laid upon a patient is a line etched into thy batch. The plusty to where they understood, the foundly in tessing named the time of nout elastin, but to the live that every further of want to be, even ye roble mark on the world. He related his why, and to continues toward the day for day, flight that the sun touched if I catch. To datch at a meal, to jaring eye is not only under stubbery under beefs. It's a ride loot, closely inshore and the life.
Camden City, 56, a boy named Jeremiah. Born to Joseph and Renee, felt the love like a fire. Little hands, big bright eyes, absorbing every sound. Didn't know the ground would shake, turn his world upside down. December 15th, 7 years on his birthday eve. Heard the tires screaming, felt a jolt he couldn't believe. Silence felt like heavy rain, parents gone too soon, leaving him with empty arms beneath the fading moon. Oh, the Camden rain washed away sunny days, lost in the system's maze, through those lonely formative ways. From one house to the next, a heart that couldn't mend, searching for a home where the pain would finally end. Just a boy adrift and broken in the Camden rain. Grandma's arms, a gentle hold, 10 months of fragile peace. Then another farewell, watching comfort cease. Grandpa followed just a month, the cruel hand of fate. 8 years old, a tiny soul, standing at the gate of the foster system. 3 long years, different faces, different rooms. Couldn't fit, couldn't feel right, beneath the gloom. Tried to smile, tried to play, but the hurt was deep inside. A quiet boy with heavy weight, nowhere left to hide. From the echoes of the crash, the silent chilling sound, wishing for a haven on some solid ground. Oh, the Camden rain washed away his sunny days, lost in the system's space, through those lonely formative ways. From one house to the next, a heart that couldn't mend, searching for a home where the pain would finally end. Just a boy adrift and broken, the Camden rain. He carried scars unseen, a longing in his soul for a place to call his home, to make his spirit whole. Just waiting for a sunrise to break the cloudy gray, praying for a brighter future to guide him on his way. They live in years, 11 years, a new beginning, miles from Camden Street to Dayton, Ohio. A different kind of beat, from the hood to open skies, a vast and quiet space, a chance to breathe, a fresh start at his own gentle pace. Then the air show hit his eyes, a thunder in the blue, jets defying gravity. A dream began anew, saw the pilots sharp and focused, masters of the flight. Suddenly the urge took hold to conquer day and night. Dayton dreams, a dual calling, pulling him apart. A pilot's soul, a healer's heart, right from the very start. The echo of that accident sparked a will to save, but the wild blue yonder whispered secrets it will wave between the healing hands and wings. Which path would he embrace? Dayton dreams, a race against his own internal pace. But the past still held a whisper of what he'd seen and known. The helplessness of tragedy, how easily lives are thrown. He yearned to be between the breaking point and let the healing reign. So medicine called to his spirit, a mission clear and true, to mend the broken, save the frail in everything he'd do. For 6 long years the question burned, a fire in his mind. Could he beat both? Could he find a way to leave no dream behind? Skies above, the lies below, a choice he had to make. Which path will lead to purpose? For goodness gracious sake. Dayton dreams, a dual calling, pulling him apart. A pilot's soul, a healer's heart, right from the very start. The echo of that accident sparked the will to save, but the wild blue yonder whispered secrets it would wave between the healing hands and wings. Which path would he embrace? Dayton dreams doing loud, that friend's a place to go. We from the world for sure, myself, you read to let to breathe. Between and there is far to shoot, the secrets it would wave between the healing hands and wings for deadly waves. Dayton dreams against his own and TiVo the pace. He walked the line between the two, an inner war he fought. For how could one life hold such love for what the other brought? The destiny was weaving threads unseen by his young eyes, preparing him for something greater, reaching for the skies. Dual call, Dayton dreams, pilot soul, healer's heart. Gotta find a way to be both. The Flying Doctor's Dash. 18 years, the uniform, a purpose taking flight. Join the Air Force not just for the day, but for the endless night. Started out a medic on planes that brought them home. Saw the wounded learn the truth, never felt so alone. In the face of human suffering, but something strong arose. will to serve, a will to heal, as everybody knows. Watch the pilots studied hard, every turn and climb. A friend saw something in his eyes, gave his off-duty time. Taught him how to command the skies, the intricate design of weaving through the clouds, leaving earthly woes behind. Now at 65, he still flies from island shore to shore. A doctor with the pilot's touch, always wanting more. Not for glory, not for fame, but for the human need. Planting seeds of healing, a remarkable selfless deed. His dash is etched in every life he saved along the way. The flying doctor's purpose shining brighter every day. The Air Force, his true school, a cockpit, a clinic floor. Mastered both, defied the odds, always reaching for a greater calling, a higher truth. Born from sorrow's fire, turning tragedy to empathy. Fueled by deep desire, he pursued his medical degree with fierce determination's might, but never let the passion fade for soaring through the light. A sturdy plane, a vessel true, not for leisure but for soul, bringing hope to remote lands, making broken spirits whole. No more seeking, just fulfilling the destiny he found. Healing hands above the clouds, firmly on sacred ground. Now at 65, he still flies from island shore to shore. A doctor with a pilot's touch, always wanting more. Not for glory, not for fame, but for the human need. Planting seeds of healing, a remarkable selfless deed. His dash is etched in every life he saved along the way. The flying doctor's purpose shining brighter every day. He understood the dash, that line between the years. It's not about the moments lost, but conquering the fears. It's about the mark you leave, the lives you elevate. Jeremiah's legacy, sealed by love and faith.